frickin' Ganja farm. Ganja? What does it frickin' matter, bro? Hello, everybody. My name is the Train Gamer. I am back once again. I don't know why I said I'm. I mean, I guess I am back again, but you know, look who's back. Sorry, that's back again. You know how it is. This we're back with another custom zombies map. First of all, first and foremost, this is called Ganja Farm, as I have obviously already stated. Um, I have a lot to talk about this video, as opposed to in the previous one where I kind of just went into it raw. So it's not like I mean, it's not like I made a list or anything. So I'm not, you know, sitting here like, oh yes, we're gonna cover this topic. Um, but rather, I realized that there's a lot of things that I can talk about. Actually, I, you know, put a little more thought into it than just, hey, you can go and, you know, go make a video. um, First and foremost, let me just talk about the map for a tiny bit. So this map was originally made for World at War custom zombies. Now that was utilized from 2000. Well, I don't know when the mod tools came out. So anywhere between 2008 and I guess 2015 to when Black Ops 3 came out, or maybe Black Ops. Not Black Ops. I mean 2016. I don't remember when the mod tools exactly were announced, but anyway, so I played that back then, and I don't have like any fond memories or really remember it too well, but I do remember it. So there is that. So you know, I'm always such a sucker for these remastered maps. And it's made by the same guy, so it's not like you know, he had to, you know, someone else had to remake it with his permission or whatever. So it's even cooler. I will also say, I've played this map about a dozen times, and for whatever reason, I can't beat it. For one reason or another, I get shit box luck. I refuse to buy weapons off the wall because I'm stubborn. I do things in a stupid way because I'm stubborn. You get the gist of it. Good. This is good. Yeah, fill the empty silence with absolutely nothing but rambling. Me sitting here like, oh, what topic? After saying I don't have a list, I'm just gonna sit there and be like in my head like, oh, what topic do I want to talk about next? By the way, if you're wondering why I'm waiting for the zombies to come into the windows, it's because I will not be able to get drops otherwise. Pro zombie tip. I'm not gonna die. We're fine. I guess the first thing I really wanted to talk about was... Hi! Try not to get killed while I'm talking to my cat. You guys should know Loki. He was in some... He was in one train video, I believe. To my correct remembrance.
What? Did you just have a good snackies?
So I wanted to talk about videos and video making in general. You know, the first one was of great test. You can really tell it's very rough around the edges. Let's start with the technical issues of it. So I noticed almost immediately upon playback that there was a double audio source. I was like, everything sounds like echoed almost. You can't like really tell unless you're listening for it, but I did definitely notice it. So I realized basically I had the I set it up so that it was recording the game and also the game's audio. What I didn't realize is that if it's recording the game, it's also recording the game's audio. So that was not something I needed to do separate. So that's why there was an echo. Technically two versions of the game sound being played. So, you know, if that sounds a little wonky, there's that. I've also... Oh, wow, really helpful. Thanks, game. I've also upgraded my quote-unquote setup as is it really a 3-hit already? Man, I just have not gotten lucky with the drops then. 'Cause sometimes I'm able to hit the box by now. Yeah, that's the other thing with this map that pisses me off. It is like a stupid amount of money to get into the box area. It was like 2,420, haha, to get into this area, and then it's 4,200 to get into just the room with the box. Obviously, the box costs 950 as it does in literally every zombie map. Usually by now I have gotten like an insta-kill or a double points, and I usually never need to knife. I'll usually have a gun by the time this round starts, so that I'm not relying on the 3-hit knife, because obviously that's very obnoxious to do. If you couldn't tell already. The other thing that I have went and done is, like I said, I've quote-unquote improved my setup. Oh, well, real helpful. Well, now I will just use my knife at the end of the round because I want to maximize the point gain. But, literally, I got a 1-day turnaround after it was during editing of my first video, which I can also talk about, that I realized. I mean, I knew my mic sounded kind of choppy, like it came through my headphones choppy. When I listened back to it, it wasn't nearly as bad as I heard it, but there was still some kind of crud to it. Like every now and then, you could kind of you could kind of hear the glitch. Oh, fuck yes! Great box luck. I don't care what the second gun is. I knew the second I said that I was gonna get some dog ass. That's what I get. But I don't have enough money for that yet. Anyway, I went online. Dude, I don't know why this map, or these guns specifically, have such a loud sound effects. I think it's just the way that he ported them in. I've seen that on other maps too, so it's definitely not like uncommon or anything. But basically, I ordered a new headset. This one is wireless, so I knew it. See, I'm stubborn. I didn't buy Quick Revive, and now I have to sit here. I have to go fast, not in uppercase backspace. Fast _ restart. Hello, did I type it wrong? No, not in all chat. Yes, I hit the... There we go. Jesus Christ. I'll probably end up just skipping to when I get back to where I was. But for now I will at least, I guess, talk a little more. Fuck, I'm so mad at myself. I should have bought Quick Revive the second I got the fucking NV4. Anyway. As I've said, I've played this map many of times already. So yeah, I got myself a new wireless headphone. The problem with the last one, well, it was a bit older. By the way, can you tell that I've lost my patience and I'm just knifing the zombies before they even come in the window? My headphones, they still work well enough, but yeah, they were a couple years old at least, I want to say. And B, there were a couple of audio issues with them. So for one, there was the in the headset, it sounded choppy. Like I said, that's why I thought I said it was gonna be choppy. Thankfully, it wasn't nearly as bad as how I heard it, where it was almost always choppy. But like I said, the mic was still a little choppy. And sometimes for like no reason, the audio would just like cut out in one ear. I don't think it would fully cut out, because it didn't sound like I went deaf in that ear. It was just that it sounded very muted all of a sudden, which I didn't quite understand why. again, I'm assuming that's just something that happened with age. Although I feel like I remember that happening a lot sooner than, like close to when I got it, as opposed to something like the chalkiness, which I feel like the headphones developed later on. But I could totally be wrong. Usually have a good memory, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I got a new headset, obviously. Wireless. The reason I got wireless is because my last one was wired, which was totally fine. Like I said, I play this game. You're gonna laugh at me, but basically for the longest time, I couldn't get my PC hooked up to my TV because, you know, I plugged it in and then it would like lag, like really bad. Like there would be a heavy stutter on it. And just recently again, I was like really bored and I was like, I want to play Custom Zombies on the TV. So I was like, I'm gonna try it again, see if I can, you know, troubleshoot it, do something different just to get it to work. And I hooked it up, and it was oh, the other thing was that I was never able to get the sound to play through it. Looking back on it, I'm not even a moron or an idiot. It's something much worse than that. So the reason the sound didn't work is because in the back of my PC, I had my the audio system for my like I have a couple of speakers like around my actual PC setup. You know what I'm like where my monitor is, and I guess because it wasn't the audio jack that was on top that I used for my headphones. Any time that I wasn't using my headphones, it was coming out of the speakers, and I stupidly did not realize that. When I plugged it into the TV, I also needed to take the auxiliary port, not the port itself, but you know, I needed to unplug the speakers in order to be able to hear it through the TV. So that was one main problem solved. And the stutter, I went into the settings and I saw that the refresh rate was like the default like 23.3 repeating or whatever. And I was like, oh my god, there's no way it's this easy. And I went and I bumped it up to 60, and sure enough, everything became a lot smoother. And I was like, oh god damn it. And I was ashamed. I was ashamed, quite frankly, because those are such rookie moves that I should have just known better. Oh damn you. That also didn't help on the last game. That's also why I ended up having to go for the 3-hit knives, because I just ended up I got that in both games I got a nuke and it wiped out like half a round. Half a round's worth of zombies. I'm almost tempted to buy that wall weapon just so I can utilize this double points to the best of its ability, but I'm going to continue to be stubborn. Double points! I will not do that, of course. Also, the knife they start you with, I'm all for when games only start you with a melee weapon. But the problem with this knife, sure, it is stronger than the default knife. Obviously, you know, the default knife, it's like a 1 knife on round 2, it's a 2-hit on round 2, and then it's a 3-hit on rounds 3 and 4. Damn, I really should have bought the wall weapon. Whatever, it's just the double points that, you know, gone to waste. I'm still in here, still have the box. Hopefully I'll still get another good weapon. Fingers crossed. Is that the second max ammo I've gotten in this game? Brother, what are we doing? Back to, as I was previously talking about, before I was so rudely interrupted. Or not rudely interrupted, I interrupted myself just to talk about the stupid double points. Oh, do you know what? I didn't hit my goblet this last time either. I mean, I'm at the end of the round. I might as well just finish it off with the knife. However, I will at least hit the box once for insurance, I guess? I don't even know. You know what? That is perfectly acceptable. That is just as good as last time. So I will take that in stride. Anyway, I also then got myself another wireless keyboard. I had one previously that was a nice little mouse and keyboard wireless setup. I literally went to Staples. I found, I don't want to say it was the cheapest, but it was one of the cheapest that I could get, and just plucked it off the shelf and just used it like that. And I bought it for the sole intention of using it on the TV, but the problem was, I mean, as I kind of explained last time, it would sometimes just like the keys wouldn't be input. Sometimes it would I'd type a couple keys, it would be a few seconds, and then they would come in. So I'd have to sit there and basically in order to not make things duplicate, I'd have to kind of sometimes if it doesn't come in, I'd have to sit there and kind of wait for it to come in. Otherwise, I'd just be typing double and doing things double. I also wanted to, so basically, in this will definitely make up for the fact that I didn't utilize that double post last time. There's not a lot of doors in this map, so it makes sense why they're all so expensive, but they also totally made them all to be in tune with the map. Which I guess I can't really blame them for. Brother, we're going for a double insta-kill? Anyway. Hey, I can unlock power. Yeah, just about. Oh, by the way, obviously I didn't end up skipping like I said I was going to, because I just ended up talking the entire freaking time. Not making it the same mistake again. Ha 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 ha. Game lags a little. Oh, that was... I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna get mad. He was headless. I did shoot him. He should have already been dead. But you know what? That's why we bought Quick Revive. Screw you. I want to say I don't think they can spawn from downstairs. I know they can. I think I just gotta keep myself. Keep her going, as they say. They being someone very specific. See, this is also the stupid shit I do. Well, that wasn't too bad of a risk, but sometimes I would risk myself just to get some fucking double points like that or something. God damn it, you didn't let me reload. Yeah, so there was a couple things that this new keyboard was able to fix. Basically, I learned that the wireless keyboard that I bought, because it was so cheap, kind of had a piss poor range. I'm only like 10, maybe 15 feet from my PC. It's 10. It's got to be like 10. And so even that was just not coming through fully, which I was kind of like, I mean, in fairness, I bought the piss poor wireless mouse and keyboard combo. Although I also did do it so I could have both a mouse and a keyboard, taking up only one USB slot. This time around, there's only the keyboard, but the range is like tripled. Because basically what I learned with the last one is that the reason it would sometimes just not input it at all is because it was like almost out of range. Being that the I'm stuttering a lot. Can you tell why? I don't know. You do it too, probably. Don't judge me. Hey! Funny enough, as opposed to last time, that is not the worst. While the M9, for some reason in this, is like just god awful. It almost makes me wonder why it wasn't made the starting pistol, or they gave you that alongside the gun for the knife. I mean, So yeah, I learned that the reason why the wireless laptop last time didn't work is because, or sometimes didn't work, is because I was like right in the middle of like, I was riding the edge of its connective abilities to my PC. So basically, if I had it sitting directly on my lap, it was like most of the time it worked, but there'd be a couple times where it wouldn't, like I said. If I kept it to my right, it completely disconnected. It acted like, I could press as many keys as I wanted. Nothing was really, that was good waste, whatever. And then, if I kept it on my left, which is closest to my PC, I should have specified that my PC is on my left. So that's why when the keyboard's on the right, it disconnects. When I kept it on my left, it fully worked. I never had any problems with the disconnecting or not getting any inputs. I'm not sure if that also solved the double layer, the double inputting problem that I had, where it would like kind of possibly double up on itself. But regardless, I was like, yeah, no, I need to get something that has a bit more connectivity. So I just hopped on to Best Buy. I found a nice $70 Razer headset for myself, which was on sale for 30%. So actually, it's usually 100. So it's a nice deal. And then I got a. Honestly, I think it is almost the same price as the wireless keyboard I got last time. I think last time I went to Staples, I got it for like 20, 25, maybe it was even 30 bucks. This wireless keyboard, literally also 30 bucks from Logitech, and it has like triple the range. Supposedly, it's like made for, like using your keyboard on like a couch that's like far away from the TV or your PC, whatever. Which I was like, oh wow. The nice thing, with that being said, is it comes with a little trackpad where the numpad usually is. So sucks not to have a numpad, but now I don't also need to have a separate mouse. Now, of course, if I want to edit the videos or do some more extensive work or anything with my PC connected to my TV, obviously I'm gonna need to there it is. I was literally just thinking. It's been a while since I got a Mac signal. I know I kind of got doubled up last time, which is probably why it took a while for the rotation to come back around, but really, those weren't headphones? Actually, you know what? I'm going to use my 5.7 until I have no ammo, and then proceed to get rid of it for another time. Widow's Wine, easy grab. I kind of wanted stamina. Oh, well, yeah, but stamina up, you'd open another door for it, and I don't think I... Oh, no, I still would have had money for it. Oh, well. Oh, if you want the MV4 so badly, why don't you just buy it off the wall? First of all, that was the M4, not the MV4, even though they are essentially identical guns. And B, I do not like buying wall weapons unless I absolutely need to. Thank you very much. So, yeah, so that was went over pretty much everything that I wanted to quote-unquote set up. And basically, the whole reason I wanted to do this on the couch is just because I am not reluctant to sit at my computer. I mean, I will say my computer chair is only like, you go to Staples, they have like a self-rated levels of how comfy how comfy quote unquote the chair is, and this one is only an intermediate, meaning I think you're supposed to be able to sit with it. You're supposed to comfortably be able to sit with it for like 4 to 6 hours before your butt starts getting sore, and well, it's safe to say I would have longer than that extended gaming sessions. Not like too often or anything, but oh, I forgot Deadshot's over here. That was the wrong tree, dumbass. That's the tree I wanted. Can you guys not be wasting all my little lines? Whatever. I lost my train of thought. Good job. Incredible work. Oh, nice skybox at least. Although actually, well, I was gonna say this is the giant skybox, but then the moon, it's not a lunar eclipse, so that would be false. God, what was I talking about? Why can I not? Someone in the comments, comment down below. What was I talking about? Oh, you son! I would totally not have picked that up if I knew that was there. But I'm stupid. What is it? 420,000 points to win. 42,000. Oh, that's actually a lot nicer than I would have thought. Oh, I didn't like the temp there. Yeah, I really lost my train of thought there. I think I got hit by the zombies too much. Yeah, for this, you know, the stereotypical teleporter for zombies, you always have to link the teleporter to the pad, so that basically, you know, obviously there's a place that you teleport in from and then out from. This time you need to fill a bong with water, you need to grab the purple kush, and then you need to smoke the bong. As you can tell by my really excited tone of voice, I am a giant fan of marijuana. I don't dislike it. Well, I mean, it smells kind of awful, but if someone smoked around me, I'm not like, cut that out. I was gonna say, let me hit the box for another. Yeah, you know what? I guess I will. Wait until I'm out of ammo with the Scar H before I go pack a bunch it. Dragonov. Ooh, this one is fucking great actually, because it doesn't have a scope on it, which is a very rare thing to find. Considering that it is a sniper rifle. And yes, traditionally sniper rifles are looked down upon in zombies, but I personally love them for their penetration power. Semi-auto ones like the Dragonov, you know, it's not going to be the greatest, but that is still better than nothing. I will say the other thing that makes this map a bit more quote-unquote difficult is that it does not have the stereotypical dog or special enemy rounds every 5-ish rounds that give you max ammo. So you're actually going to have to manage your ammo a bit better like you had to ye olden days. And I mean really old, to like knocked and verrucked. Because, yeah, the dog rounds were introduced on Shield. Man, I'm really pissed off that I can't remember what I was talking about. God. Dude, it's all this kush. It's seeping into my brain. And clearly it is making me forgetful. I thought it was the zombies that were hitting me. Obviously, it is the massive amount of weed that is present within the air. Was there anything I wanted to talk about? Had I been talking about something? Nice. pack a punch before this round ends. See, look at that. 3 headshots, 1 bullet. Beautiful. Penetration power means saving ammunition. Let's smoke the weed, bro. Hit the gravity bong. And then you have of course, you've the, I don't know, is that Jamaican, like a little Jamaican beat? That's, kind of stereotypical. If you couldn't tell, this map wasn't, bathed in stereotypes already. I tried to say all enough and all and already, so I said all enough. So nice little jig. Where are you? I think he's back by the teleporter. Yeah. I just talked about upgrading my setup. Is there anything else I wanted to mention? Oh, yes! I wanted to segue that into, I don't know if I actually started talking about this, but I had this queued up. My, the hotkeys I set for OBS, basically there was a start recording button, a pause button, and an end recording button. So I programmed those 3 in. And I was kind of nervous about using it because, I held this whole thing could be not recorded right now. It'd be really fucking awkward. I'd be really mad that I just missed out on this entire recording session. I'm gonna have blind faith that I pressed the button in the correct way. I say as I'm now sitting here and almost getting worried about it. Oh, for Christ's sake. Alt-tab. Yeah, we are recording, thank God. And basically, what happened with the last video is that I paused it because I wanted to look up the next step of the Easter egg. And when I thought maybe I hit stop recording. But it turns out I never unpaused it. Now, silly me thinking that the pause button would act as a toggle, so if you pause it, you should be able to unpause it. But no, that is something you actually have to manually program it to do. So basically, in order for it to act like a pause... Sorry, I want to crack my knuckles. In order for it to act as a pause toggle, as opposed to just a button, you need to then program the unpause button to be the same button as the pause button. Which I did not do, because I saw start, recording, pause, and end. So I was like, alright, those must be the 3 ones. And then, little did I know, directly under the stop recording button was the hotkey setting to unpause recordings. And I was like, when I went back to look at it, I was like, you stupid idiot. Is that a... Oh, I thought it was good. Double points. Anyway, that was the idiocy in why my the last video, the ending got screwed up. Like I said, it really was not ceremonious. I died in a kind of stupid way, and I had a little laugh about it. There wasn't too much that, like I said, you missed. I will say I looked up where the last spider was, which opened one of those, like, this door is opened elsewhere doors, that revealed Widow's Wine behind it, like I was complaining about not having. So, in hindsight, I probably should have realized that. The reason that Widow's Wine was not there is because it was being gate kept. Is that the right word to use? I mean, in a little sense, it is, but I think in like the metaphorical sense, it's not. yeah, basically, that was also my first time editing a video, so kind of gave me a good excuse to learn, you know, how to. Sorry, I'm waiting until this whatever reload. There we go. See, that's another stupid thing I'm very stubborn with. I could have totally just lost that there, and it'd be all my own fault. Because I just had to reload the Dragon to get those like extra 6 bullets into it. Because, you know, I definitely would have missed out had I not done that. But anyway, yeah, that gave me a good excuse to just learn how to edit, you know, again, the very, very basics. Put in some sound effects, text, you know, the crap like that. So it wasn't anything too special. And, you know, I did want to cut down some parts here and there of that video, so I was going to kind of, you know, do some basics anyway. And it's not like I didn't know how to do it. I learned way back in high school, which for those, which is probably everyone's who's unaware, was... How long ago was that now? I was going to say 7 years. That is not right. Just do the basic math. For the love of God. I know I'm trying, but like, I'm also trying to play the game here. It's 2026. It was 7 years. Son of a bitch. I graduated in 2019. Anyway, I took a filmography class that I heard was really good. So I wanted to save it for my senior year to wait until I could you know, take it to like fully enjoy it, because, you know, the senior year is more stereotypically relaxed, while the junior year is kind of the hardened pressure year of trying to apply to a college, get into it, and all that stuff. And my dumbass did not realize that the film class was a year-long class and not a semester long. So I would never actually get to take the second part of the class, because I'm an idiot and I didn't do homework. If you're asking me why I didn't bother pack-a-punching the Dragonov, I don't need it. I'm gonna get the goal for the map very soon anyway. It's not gonna be like that big of a deal. And honestly, it would just take it away, because I just have to, you know, wait. I'd have to get another 5,000 points in order to be able to do that. God, this is gonna be worth nothing, but whatever. It spawned during an insta-kill. I wasn't gonna pick it up then. So, like I said, I knew the basics of editing, although, back in school we used Adobe Premiere. I used kind of a, I don't want to call it a knockoff, but it is very similar to it. It was a free program that, you can pay for alternatively. Like, I think there's some, like, I was gonna say deluxe content. It's not a video game. I'd say some premium features. That's the word I'm looking for. There are some premium features to it if I really want to. But, you know, as of right now, I'm just doing this for fun, so not gonna bother with that. I mean, hell, if I was really gonna do that, I'd buy Adobe Premiere. Bundle that in with Photoshop, because I also have to say, again, I don't want to call it a knockoff. It's free and it's good. It works. So it's like, why? I feel like knockoff has a derogatory meaning to it. I don't want to end the round because actually I can already get the viable ending, and that way I can say I beat it on round 22 and not round 23. Yes, I keep track of all this stuff. Why? I'm a nerd. But anyway, yeah, that video was, oh, yeah, and then by the way, there's these joint lighters, which are just flamethrowers. I thought they'd be used for the Easter egg quest, but they're not, which is kind of disappointing. And you can't, like, burn any of the push either, so, you know, And I also didn't bother picking it up because the last time I picked it up, it was kind of glitchy. Like is there mule kick somewhere on this map? I can't remember. I think I had mule kick, and then I grabbed it, and by the way, you escape the feds, and exiting the map is going to Mexico is crazy. By the way, um, but yeah, I don't know if I had mule kick or something, but basically I was using it for a while, and then I swapped weapons and it was gone. And I was like, oh well, then I'm not gonna really invest any more time into it if it has the possibility of just glitching out again. So, but yeah, that the first video was very good in terms of getting myself back into the swing of things. And I thought what better way to talk about all that and everything in general than to play a somewhat frustrating map due to my own stubbornness, as I just did. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm sure you didn't need me to sit there and explain everything that was wrong with the last video. Yet I did it anyway, so you're going to suck it up and you're going to watch all of it. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. I've created a playlist which I'm going to slot all of my custom zombies in that should appear on the screen soon, or maybe now. I don't know. Like I said, I have to see how I set it up. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. The train is now leaving the station. Ha 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 ha.